Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Thefacedu and welcome back to World of Warcraft. In this video, we're taking a look at the Temple of Ahn'Qiraj, which can be found in Silithus, all the way over here in Kalimdor. Now in order to get to here, what you're going to want to do is either head to Stormwind or Orgrimmar, to your capital faction city. Then from there, what you're going to want to do is take a portal to the Cavern of Time. Then, from the Caverns of Time, you're just gonna want to fly to Ungoro Crater. From Ungoro Crater, fly to Silithus. Make sure you pick up the flight pads. Then, what you're gonna want to do is actually head on over to Zidormi. And you're gonna want to switch to how it was before the big sword was stabbed into Silithus. After you do that, you're gonna want to position yourself over here, to where I'm currently at, as you can see on the map. And it will look something like this. And instead of heading to the left, you're gonna head to the right. Now, in this instance, there are a couple of things that you should note. The first one is the Brood of Nosdormu, which are basically a faction for which you can get a bunch of rings. There's an achievement tied to the reputation, but essentially the best way to level it, and one of the reasons you might actually be farming it, is to get that achievement and get that rep. You're gonna want to kill the bosses and the mobs all the way up until you're neutral at 3000. Then you won't be getting any rep by killing the mobs and the bosses, but you need to do quests and turn in the Qiraji Lord Insignias and the Ancient Qiraji artifacts. Qiraji Lord Insignias can be obtained from each boss in the Temple of Ahn'Qiraj, and Ancient Qiraji artifacts have a chance to jump from any mob in the zone. So you're gonna want to save all of the insignias and artifacts after you've reached that certain point. Also, there is a boss called Globulus. No, not Globulus. Viscidus. Yeah. Viscidus, which has a special mechanic, which I will show you once I actually reach Viscidus. But essentially, if you're a melee class, what you're gonna want to do is get your primary weapon of choice and get the Elemental Force enchantment from the auction house. That is a Mr. Pandaria enchantment. And you're basically just gonna want to melee attack him, because because this enchantment has a chance of actually triggering a cold proc, and you will need a certain amount of cold procs in order to actually hit him. And you will need to melee him down, and I will go into more details, but that is something that you must bring. I am a druid, so I'm going to go into cat form, and I'm going to equip a dagger which has a high attack speed with the enchantment. As you can see, this is item level 16. It absolutely doesn't matter which item level it is. You can go, I don't know, the best in slot for your class in the current expansion. It doesn't matter. Some classes might have difficulty with this because they cannot actually get the required amount of melee attacks in that certain amount of time. So there are alternatives with toys and stuff like that, but for a druid I know I can do it with just my cat form. And you can look up a guide for your specific class. There are plenty of guides for that out there. I do not have that much knowledge for all of the classes. I know a druid can do it, no problem. Warrior, obviously. Rogue, I mean, you can dual wield swords as a warrior, no problem. You can dual wield daggers as a rogue, no problem. You get both enchantments, both of these enchantments on a lower item level weapon, and you farm the boss successfully. But if you cannot do that, just buy the pet from the auction house, no problems. Right, that is that. And there are 5 pieces of tier 2.5 set for all of the classes except Death Knights, so you can farm that out. The Brood of Nosdormu will actually give you some set pieces as well. You will need to collect the idols and the Qiraji battle raiments, the Husk of the Old Gods, for example. It all really depends on the things that you want to get. And there are also 4 mounts that can be acquired. The red Qiraji battle tank, the blue, the green, and the yellow. Blue, green, yellow, and red. For red there is an achievement, but there are 4 mounts that can be farmed out here, and they're relatively simple to farm out, so you can get them, I believe, on your first try, but you can only use them inside this instance. And there are also scarab coffer keys, which I will show you as soon as I get into it. So essentially, yeah, that's all of the previous knowledge that you need. So just bring that dagger, and you know not to waste your Ahn'Qiraj battle tokens for the Brood of Nosdormu. So if you want to farm them out, just freaking trigger all of them to follow you, then just eliminate them. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. There are no specific, battle tactics or pretty much anything else that can keep you from doing that, so that's really not a problem. There we go. There we go, I got the red Ahn'Qiraj resonating crystal, the green and the yellow. All I'm missing is the blue one. We will get the blue one sooner or later, but yeah. I already know them because I already farmed it out, and these are the idols that you'll need to collect. These are the scarabs. There are also scarab keys, so as soon as you get rid of him, you'll gain the greater scarab coffer key. You don't need that many scarabs, and there are plenty of scarabs on the auction house. So let me just show you the way that you actually need to go so you can descend further down. Now once you're actually over here, you can head to the left. And over here you'll have Andragos, Yetshera, and you have him, Mortal Champions, and this is where you can turn in the Ahn'Qiraj Lord Insignia. And there'll be another set of quests, I believe with the same people at the end of the raid, so I will show you that as well once I reach that. But for now, you're basically just gonna want to head on down, and you're gonna want to take care of everything else. And basically, there is only one path that you will be able to follow, so that's really nothing, too special. There we go. You're just gonna want to head on down here. And that will lead you down. Because as you can see, this is like a living, breathing thing. At least I think so. And basically you have descended down here. Now, if you go all the way down, like so, you can take a little bit of fall damage, it doesn't really matter. Go ahead and just take care of these guys. Bam! Blue Ahn'Qiraj, there we go, I got all 4 of the mounts. This is what that scarab coffer looks like. There we go, you unlock it, you get the idols that you need. And you get a scarab bag. As soon as you open the scarab bag, you'll get a bunch of scarabs, if you can imagine it. I know, it's just unbelievable, who would have thought. And essentially you're going to go like this. Basically to the left, puff, puff, puff. When you take care of Oro, that should be the last boss. And yeah, these are basically just one-shot them. Once you take care of one of them, the other ones will come in and eat them. So basically you're going to need to eliminate them 3 times, and they'll eat each other. But as you can see, if you do it too fast, they might actually bug out. So you'll have to... there we go. Yeah, it bugged out. Okay, so take care of one of them. Once one of them falls, the other 2 will eat that one that has fallen. Then take care of another one. Then the one that is left will eat the one that you have taken care of. Then you take care of the last one, and that's it. In case it bugs out like this, you can just wait. Okay, so here is the path leading up to Viscidus. So let us actually head up. I do believe that the last time I actually recorded this, I did manage to get the pet. But while I was recording, I wasn't recording my microphone. So basically what you're gonna want to do is just head on up to Viscidus. Make sure you've equipped the dagger and just melee attack him. There we go, and over here, while you're attacking him, you will actually get a notification after a while. So we're just attacking. And you will see that he will actually go from like an orange. He will start going into a shade of blue. So you just keep up with the basic attacks. Just bam, bam, bam. See, this is what you have on you. It won't deal any real damage to you, I mean, in all honesty. There we go. Okay, yeah, there we go. Viscidus begins to slow. And basically you just wait. You can go and grab a cup of coffee, and by the time you return, he should be taken care of. But in any case, he begins to slow, which means that it has began to proc, because he will need a certain amount of frozen stacks on him. There we go. Freezing up. There we go. He's still freezing. And you just keep attacking. Keep attacking. You can use your abilities if you want to. There we go, like that, to speed it up a little bit. Especially if they're solid melee attacks like warriors have. And I do believe they actually nerfed this quite a bit, so there we go. Okay, he's frozen solid. Now we just need to commit a certain... There we go, he begins to crack. You'll need to commit a big number of melee attacks. I believe like 10 or 25 of them within this period. And as you can see down here, frozen solid begins to crack, looks ready to shatter. And there we go. And he has shattered. There we go, I did get it. That means that I can actually sell this one on the auction house. Viscidus globule. And I'll try to sell it. Perhaps I can get a decent amount of money from it, because this isn't really something that a lot of people would do, but it is a good pet, in all honesty. And like I said, we're just going on like this. Now we're just going to go to the Princess Huchran. Just one-shot her over here. Be careful, some of the minions can mind control / fear you. And that will just reset your entire pool. The twin emperors, you take care of one, then you take care of the other one, then you go to Aoro, one-shot him, then we go to Khatun. Or is it Cthulhu? I don't know. There is a special mechanic for him if you don't actually take care of him fast enough, and of course I have fallen down. If you don't take care of him fast enough, I will show you that as well. Okay. Okay, there he is. There is Khatun. Now basically what you're gonna want to do is just go up, one-shot him, and that'll make Khatun rise up. Then what you're gonna want to do is go ahead and attack him again. Then take care of the claw. Now you could just brute force this. There we go. But sooner or later you might actually get eaten up. Now this is the special thing that I wanted to show you. You basically need to take care of the flesh tentacles. There we go. Then stand on over here. And I'll throw you out. Then you'll be able to actually attack him with your full force. And basically one-shot him. If that happens. If not, you're free to just burst him down into oblivion. That will take care of him, no problems. And yeah, you'll get a bunch of reputation, as you can see. Then what you can do is actually head on up here. Head to the right. Right again. And you'll have these two.
What would you ask?
Ahn'Qiraj Regalia. See, you'll be able to get a staff. From them you'll be able to get another thing, and from them you'll be able to get... Yeah, there we go. And free elemental magnets to actually get some items. I'll cover that in detail because that is tied to the reputation. And in order to get out of here, go into Group Finder, Pre-made Group, Custom, start a group. Name it quite literally anything. Right click on your portrait, leave party. After a minute and a half, you'll be kicked out.